Last trip, Louie and I showed up and the fishing was just terrible. It was off, the Lakers were off, the walleye were off, we caught a few big smallmouth, that was it. So we've been thinking about this trip coming back for some redemption for 2 years now. Yeah, I think any good fisherman, if they get their butt kicked somewhere, you start thinking about what you could have done different and how you could have changed things up. And you always feel this pull to go back and, you know, teach those fish a lesson. The last time we were here, they dropped the reservoir 40 feet in 30 days for the sturgeon spawn. And it was crazy. The fish had just vacated. So to drop a reservoir the size of Fort Pec, which is 147 miles, 40 feet, the amount of water that had to come out of here, can't even fathom it. And it must have just hurt those fish. The first thing that you get excited about, for most people anyway, is the big walleye here. On average, these fish are just huge. You know, a lot of the guys back in Minnesota, they start talking about big walleye being, you know, wow, I caught a 24-incher. And at Fort Pec, you know, that's a good fish, but a 24, 23, 24-inch walleye doesn't even turn a head here. Walleye fishing is king, and we're here to chase some big walleye. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes. Fort Pec, day one. This trip for us is about redemption. Now, Louie and I came here a couple years ago. We came here in the fall because we thought it was gonna be really good, and it wasn't. We got our butts whipped. I think we caught one walleye in like 10 days, one lake trout, couple bass, like it was rough. So we've been talking about coming back. We're here. I got Louie with me, got my Uncle Rod, got my dogs, and you know what? It's supposed to be on fire.
A little bit windy this morning, and we were thinking, oh, it's gonna be a little rough, and then we got breakfast cooked and got out of the house, and it's absolutely just cleared up. It was really smoky this morning from the fires in Canada, and this morning it's just beautiful. The smoke blew out, clouds are real light, looks awesome. The water is just glass.
Really excited. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a nice day. It's always a little bit tough the first day, but we're going to dial it in a couple days, especially with our captain.
One of the things about coming to a giant lake, it's very intimidating, and this lake is absolutely massive. So one of the things that helps us out is a Humminbird mapping system. Very detailed, and we know that walleye like main lake humps and points. So we're just looking at our map. We got some intel from our buddy Matt, kind of where to start, and we're just looking for a run that would have walleye and that we can run plugs, two things that we need to do today. And so we're just checking out the map, kind of working our way in. Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. You can see on the mapping here, now we're coming up and you can see these contour lines are gonna start zooming in. See, they're a hard drop right there because the lines are tight. And then on the down image, or the side imaging right here, you can see we're working our way in about 20 feet of water. And we're looking for fish and we're looking for structure. We're on a main lake point and we're just gonna kind of work our way along. And
that's the way it was last time. The salt cedar, they dropped the lake, and so the salt cedar was all out of the water.
Yeah.
So where those walleye
it's great.
Stuff usually were at, they were.
Salt cedar is what they call it. I'm not sure if that's the official name, but
it is.
It's like a brush that grows a lot around here. And once it's underwater, it's the scattered, not the real thick stuff, but the scattered. You'll find a lot of smaller fish hiding out from the big ones, and the big pike will come in there looking for food.
Look muddy?
Yeah, it looks muddy.
So that's no good?
No, I think it's good. I think we're gonna kind of go and look for a transition of rock and mud is what we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
right away we go to plug fishing. That's our plan because we know we're gonna target big fish that way. Right there, so we're gonna work.
I got a 27-footer over here. Is that what you want?
Oh yeah, let's go. We're gonna, before we get going though, let's just hold off. Let's make a plan. Let's get some shots. We're gonna go a deep runner out there, and then we'll do shallow across here. We know some of these big fish are eating Cisco in here. In my opinion, this is one of the best Cisco imitations that you can get right here. Look at that right there.
Yeah, that's a beauty. Perfect Cisco imitation.
Let's look at this. I'll get us up to speed.
Colors this morning. All these bright colors are turning me on. Look at this. Look at these gloves. Look at that.
Okay, no, hold on a minute.
Feel like I'm back in the discos.
Got him?
Oh, the whole
Yeah, I
popped
saw
off.
it. Got a fish?
Yeah.
All right.
First
Does it
fish.
feel big?
Yeah, it feels okay. Feels like a nice fish.
Feel like a walleye?
Feels like a
So
walleye.
exciting.
It does feel like a walleye.
Big old pike.
Oh, it's a pike.
We're not pike fishing. First fish of the day on the pike, on the
Bandit.
And the perch, yeah.
on the perch color. Well, that didn't take long. Millie, fetch him up. Fetch him up. There you go. Fetch him up. Did you lose your planer? Let's send your dog for it.
I can't believe it popped all the way out. That's not got it.
First fish of the day, nice little pike. Not what we're after, but a fun little bycatch. Here, buddy.
I think that I've never seen it before. Bring your lab with you to retrieve your planer boards that come loose. Only Dennis would think of
The
it.
key to planer board fishing is have your lab with you. So when they pop off unexpectedly, you just swim your dog back there to get it. Good girl.
That's key to keeping. Do you want me to switch those rods now?
I guess, yeah. And what do you know? We get a giant fish to the boat. Holy, never mind, we got one walleye now.
That's one of those.
Not yet, not yet. Don't jinx us. I know, that's what we get. Yeah, look at that. So we got an assist from the other boat here. Oh, yeah. Look at that fish, boys. Oh. Yeah, he just ate, look at it, he just engulfed that thing. Right off the bat, Rod gets on fire and catches a giant walleye. Look at it, he just ate that plug. You got your pliers, Rod? 29.
29 and a half.
Right there, what's that say?
29.
29-inch walleye. I mean, look
First
at that
fish.
thing. You know, Rod may have jinxed us. He said, as soon as he let that fish go, he said, I'm good. My day is made at that point. We don't need to catch another fish. Guess what? We didn't catch another fish, Rod. Jinxed us.
Been a little dry spell for a while. Started to get a little bit lackadaisical.
See what it is, because we just changed our tactics a little bit ago. We're fishing deep,
Hey, he feels good.
fishing some deep stuff.
Another jack.
Might be a jack. No, I don't think so. He's fighting different than the pike did.
Looks like a walleye.
Yeah.
It's big, whatever it is. It's a Laker.
Oh,
It's a trout.
Nice.
All right, a Laker. Bandit Laker.
That thing's heavy.
Yeah.
Not big for a Laker, but
Well, one of the other target species in this lake is lake trout, and you know, we have an idea to chase those later in the trip, but It's kind of fun having a little bycatcher one. We caught them in about 30 feet of water and fishing down about 20. And there it is. Nice little lake trout, little baby.
Oh,
3-year-old or something.
No, we're just gonna come home, regroup, and really think about what we have to do to get better tomorrow. And that's always what we're doing, is bouncing ideas off. We're gonna drop back, we're gonna look at our map, maybe see if there's some better runs that we can make, running plugs, some different structure, maybe make a bigger run tomorrow, get up super early, try to go 20 miles down the lake. You know, we'll see. Stay tuned. Day 2, we got some wind this morning. It's supposed to be windy all day. We got some overcast conditions this morning. It's supposed to clear up, but we'll see. So yeah, different day. A little bit of a new strategy, but we don't know if we can get to where we're trying to get to until we get out on the main lake. So stay tuned, might be a bumpy ride. When we left the house, it was windy, like kind of concerning with the chop. And as we just got farther down here, it calmed down. And you can see there's almost not enough chop now to fish walleye. We made a bigger run than yesterday, kind of getting a little farther from the main boat launch. We're just gonna start off with the same thing that worked yesterday. So we're gonna put out some bandits. We're gonna run a shallow one up on the shallow side and deeper as we get out. And we're gonna try to cover everywhere from about 8 feet deep all the way out to 20 feet deep so you can get bit. We're gonna go over here.
Yeah,
this one looks good.
I'm deep, you're shallow.
yeah, so you got,
I'm gonna try this one. We didn't try this one at all yesterday. Let's try that. That's gonna be money.
Good time of the day for it. What are you waiting for?
He elbowed me out of the way so he could get his stuff out real quick.
You can't fault him for wanting to get fishing. That's what we do here, Rod. We're here to fish.
I'm here to have fun.
We're not here to, you're in the wrong boat. Look at all these big fish out here suspended in 20. Could those be walleye? No.
It's all bait.
It's all big fish and
That
bait.
looks like on a-
Well, the deep runners would be about perfect for those. Maybe the shallow. I don't know. That's what I was waiting for. I was hoping you guys would be fishing, but everybody's talking and around.
No, we're not talking.
Fuck you.
Bullshit, I'm fishing.
I'm going as fast as I can. You wait till you're 67.
Fish, I think. Is that a fish?
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
it's coming
Yeah.
with you, right?
Yeah.
It's a fish.
Fish.
It's
Big fish.
it's not doing anything.
That's okay. That's
Not
walleye.
doing anything.
That's what walleye do.
Okay.
As long as your line isn't coming off of your spool,
Yeah, no, it's not.
you're good. So let's make this happen. Hey, girls. Hopefully, hopefully it's a big walleye
Isn't that-
Hasn't done anything.
right there. But I was just gonna see. Did you see it, Rod?
No, I just saw a swirl, but it just doesn't look like it's fighting like a
Yeah,
pike.
totally different.
Yeah, look at a big old walleye. Yeah, big walleye. Nice work.
That's the
Yeah, that's the white one. The white Cisco color.
yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
nice.
nice pattern. I drugged that thing all day yesterday and never touched the fish. Wow.
26 inch.
6-inch walleye.
Not that big. 26-inch walleye is a big fish.
Yeah, no, yeah. You just compared to rods, you know. When you're comparing a rod, you got a different barrier.
You gotta
you know.
give up on that because that's never gonna happen.
Nice. All right. One walleye to the boat. Yesterday, our first one was at 8 o'clock. I don't know what time it is now. I know it's earlier than that. But could be a thing. Could be just an early bite. But we'll let you know here in a little bit. The walleye at Athabasca just seem to fight a lot harder, but they're naturally reproducing fish too. everywhere we go, if they're naturally reproducing fish, they seem to just be healthier and stronger all the time. If they're planted fish, they don't fight quite as hard.
You know, I couldn't even feel him. It just felt like I was pulling a piece of tree limb or something. And, you know, he shook once when he got up, broke water, and I felt him then. And that was pretty much it until he got really close to the boat.
Motor for me, would you?
Here, Rod.
You want me to slow it down?
Yeah.
That's heavy. Could be a bush. Or it could be a walleye. You pick on the fight. Okay, are you ready for this, Rod? Yeah, somebody get the board. Think so.
Oh yeah, nice fish.
Holy oh my God!
That's the biggest one yet.
That is a huge walleye, boys. Huge. Don't do it, don't do it. Yep, up in the shallows, up in the shallows. Yes!
On the big surf.
Oh no, that's a big, big walleye. Oh, wow. On the bandit. Oh! Holy shit. Let's get a measurement on that one.
Beauty.
What's that say?
That says 31. 31 inch. All small ones. Yellow divers.
Yep. Get in there
Fishing
close.
over there in about 6 or 7 or 8.
Yes! I saw that guy catch one out of that.
That's 2 big fish today.
Yeah.
We already doubled yesterday.
Yep, we're doing good. Oh, I saw that guy pitch into real shallow over there.
Yeah, but
And
he caught it like a 16-inch one.
Right, he caught a tiny fish in shallow, but I'm like, okay, those fish are in shallow. I ran that planer board over in about 8 feet of water and just smashed a big fish.